him anymore. Oh.
Hello humans, welcome back to another episode of my Central and now South American trip. For the newbies, I'm Zoe, a solo traveller from Australia.
Arepa con queso. Gracias.
Today's episode covers my time in Capurgana and Cartagena over the Easter period. Absolute chaos in the best way. I of course dabble in the local cuisine, check out the streets,
and just walking to meet a pal.
Spend a day on the weirdest island, and attend a Colombian football match. So without further ado, let's get back to the final leg of my San Blas Islands tour, which lands me in a town called Capurgana.
The Colombia, cheers! Woohoo! We got a free cocktail upon arrival. Apparently the government does it to everyone. I'm kidding, our tour company did it.
After arrival, we headed straight to a hostel where we encountered our first problem.
You guys look great.
Start using electro by uncapping both ends.
So the background to this is we're at a hostel with no electricity, no Wi-Fi, nothing, no water, and 2 mailorders.
Given that there was no running water, there was no point waiting around for a shower, so we headed straight out to explore the streets and try some local food.
And the streets just smells like deep fried cheese. Arepas everywhere. Yummy. First arepa.
How much is it?
We had arranged to meet up with a group of friends for dinner, so this was kind of like a pre-dinner snack. And then it was time to have dinner and farewell the San Blas Island crew.
6:30. We are hoping to get on a boat out of this town. I kind of don't want to be here. I want to get to Cartagena. And we're trying to see if the boat's actually on. It doesn't look too choppy, it really doesn't. So background of this, I left my hostel at 6 a.m. because I was told I have a boat ticket for 7:30 a.m. leaving at 8, but the water is not looking good. And last night we were told that maybe boats won't even leave to Nicockley, which means I'm stuck here indefinitely if the boats continuously fail to depart. So the thing is to come here at 6:30 a.m. and see if there's earlier boats that leave to compensate. There's a lot of people here right now. There's like a fair few, and there's some British girls from my trekking group, my tour group. So I ran into them, and hopefully there'll be some good news. Fingers crossed. We've got roll call. Ready to go. Got my jacket, and we're about to board. It has taken a while, but gotta remember this is Latin American time and nothing is ever on time. It's at least 2 hours late. It is going to be a wet, sweaty and bumpy ride. This is a packed boat and the waters are not looking kind. This legend has brought his speakers and they are loud. No one is safe on this boat. Massive sprays all the time. So bumpy. Arrived in I don't even know, Nicockley, that's what we are. I can't even think the music is so fucking loud. This dude. I liked him at the start. I don't like him anymore. Oh. Shit. This is so shaky and wobbly, I just feel really sick. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh jeez. Now we're heading off and we are in Nicockley. Hopefully we'll find a bus to Cartagena very soon, but I have to wait for our bags and then we'll sort it out. This is a big group of us here. We have this man who has found us and is taking us to the bus stop. 50 mil pesos to go to Monteria, and then from Monteria we go to Cartagena.
If you hadn't already gathered, this was a full day's transit and it was pretty exhausting by the end, not gonna lie.
So we've just commissioned a minibus to take us to Cartagena. 80,000 pesos per person, which is a bit less than 20 US, and we just want to get there. To be honest, it's like 5 hours more at least, so just want to get there. It is now 1:37 p.m. We have not eaten, so yeah.
This leg had felt like forever, and I just wanted to get to Cartagena so badly. We had random stops and picked up locals on and off, and there were obstacles the whole time.
So there is a protest going on right now, and we are so fucking close to Cartagena and so far away. There are so many riot police and everything. It's a lot. least they provided us with some nice reading material. Apparently it's about road tolls and things, so conveniently they've blocked every road. Crossing a major road. The inner city obviously is closed down. We have to walk now in an Uber.
Oh yeah, and after that 7-hour van ride, we had to take another Uber to get to the outside of the city. Oh man, I forgot about that. That was a long day of transit.
My first stop and first meal of the day in Cartagena is Gelateria Tramonti. It was recommended to me by a friend who was here recently, and I am so hungry and I want gelato, and I don't care that's my first meal of the day. I'm so excited. I've never been more excited in my life. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That's amazing. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here. And there's Batman. It is absolutely pumping tonight. There's a clock tower and there is so much food. Holy shit. Look at the cheese, the arepas. Arepa con queso.
At this point, it was 10 p.m, which is after my usual bedtime, but I was so filled with adrenaline and just wanted to explore and see everything since I'd been stuck transiting all day.
It is very alive here. I just can't believe it. I haven't been alone with myself ever here so far. There are so many people everywhere. It's very happening. Touristy, yes, but fun and safe.
Around every corner there were new sectors of massive food markets. These ones sold obleas, which are kind of thin wafer-like cookies which are stuffed with delicious, sugary, sweet fillings.
I don't know what any of this stuff is, but there is so much. Holy crap.
I then paid a visit to church before I hit the hay. I was so exhausted. It was such a long day.
It is 6 a.m. in Cartagena. I've had about 3 hours sleep. I don't know, I just could not sleep. And got to bed later than expected. But just was playing with a cat the whole night, pretty much. It's really lovely here. Finally can see you in the daytime. And I'm excited to explore and take some snaps.
What a contrast the day was to last night.
GoPro for this.
It's not part of your hostel deal?
No.
That's okay.
Must be quarter to, what is it, 7 o'clock there? No.
It's 6:43, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, there's another cathedral here.
Okay. Okay, darling. Don't worry about the phone then. You can hang up if you like.
I was then left to my own devices to race around the city to see everything I could before the masses arrived.
I'm currently in Ontario, I think. Just having a little stroll through. It only just opened 7 minutes ago because it's just past 7 a.m. and it's gorgeous here, really pretty. Like I've just snapped away the whole morning so far. Just aesthetic, beautiful colours, beautiful architecture. Yeah. I just bought this 50-cent cheese pastry from the supermarket. Oh, I bought my toothpaste. It is incredible. It is just soft, hot, melted cheese, perfectly chilly and moist. Oh, I love carbs. I'm assuming this is a local hotspot because it's a huge line here, and I'm curious what they got.
While waiting in line, I befriended 2 lovely local girls who gave me tips about what I should have as a vegetarian in Colombia.
My food is burning hot and the pastry is amazing and I'm about to try it. So the girls recommended pan de yojo, which is like a yummy plain bread that's local here, and then I've got a panzerotti, which is vegetarian with eggplant in it. Trying the pan de yuca first. No idea what this is. It's very hollow and light, but it's got kind of like a fake cheesy taste. And the texture's really chewy. I'm gonna stop with this and try a new one. This all cost $2 Australian. Brilliant. Okay, we're on to the panzerotti. a morning panzerotti, my first one because it's the only vegetarian one I've found so far. Usually it's got ham. That was just all bread. Got in the middle of it. So it's kind of eggplant, cheese, onion. Oh, that's good. That is very bueno. Purple clad people like in Antigua are back. It's like a Santa Samana thing, but wow.
Having visited church again, I caught up with some Aussie boys from my hostel for a big adventure day.
New Australian friends. Where are we going? Isla Cholon. Yes. Si.
We met about 10 different tour guides offering us different prices to hire a boat for the day to get to Isla Cholon, and it just got really overwhelming at the time, and we just gave up and just chose the guy who came 10th because we were just done negotiating.
Because the price here, for example, the boys.
So we're getting a private boat for 123,000 pesos return. Hopefully no additional costs. 5 of us.
How much is it each?
40 Australian. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah. We're on our way to Colombia. 9:50 AM and we're for a cheeky little Corona seltzer. Por favor. Hope it's cold. The flavors are the same one.
There you go.
Beautiful.
It was actually such a new type of day for me. I hadn't travelled with Australians pretty much the whole time I was away. I just never met any, which is really weird because we were everywhere. But it was so nice to hang out with these guys. I'd never met them before, and just hanging out with Aussies who have the same sense of humour as you was a lot of fun. After an hour's boat ride, we arrived here. And it was completely not what I was expecting. I had not really much expectation, to be honest, because the boys had suggested to go here, and yeah, it was something to do, I guess, and that was my mindset. Basically, the area is just a party island where a lot of groups of people go and either get a table with sort of table service and sit in the water and just drink and get weird massages from people, and there's a lot of drugs going around. It was a really weird environment.
So we have women coming up and trying to massage you here. Like that lovely lady over there. Oh, she's trying.
She likes you, man. She likes you,
Pina colada, and women are still trying to get massages for us. But yeah, this is a very bizarre experience. We've got massive inflatables here. It's pretty much a zoo. This is literally like a zoo. It's like a zoo here. It's very weird. Oh, we've got oysters.
Also a front.
You can't have a group of Aussies overseas together without playing down.
We are out here, and we have a drone.
The lengths I go to fly my drone still baffle me. If you look at the table, I just had my drone bag and camera stuff right in the middle of it.
So we have half an hour left. We're pumping some bangers. It's fun. It's kind of cool. Got our speakers, cameraman. That is a front for cocaine. There's a lot here.
After an interesting few hours there, it was time to depart and head back to our hostel. We were all staying at quite a renowned hostel called Viajero, which is a chain throughout Colombia. And it's a fun hostel, quite a party hostel, which is not 100% my thing, but I gave it a go. It became quite apparent that the Aussie boys wanted a big night out, and that was not my thing, so I ended up meeting up with my old crew to hang out and get food.
Back with the San Blas crew, and we're eating our way through town.
There were a lot of characters there. This woman was screaming at the top of her voice, and there were also a lot of artists.
It is lively again today.
Having satisfied my appetite, I went back to the hostel, caught up with my Aussie pal Ryan, and then went straight to bed.
This has got to be one of the cutest cats in the world. Look at her. I had a really terrible night last night because 2 people in a hostel stumbled in at 4 AM and decided it was the best time to have an argument and a screaming match, and then we had the worst snorers ever. But it doesn't matter because I got this kitty. I am off to Marsol bus stop to buy tickets for Santa Marta tomorrow. I was a bit nervous because it's Easter Sunday tomorrow, but apparently buses are still running and I don't want to buy it at the hostel because they take a commission and it's annoying. So I will be walking to the bus stop, and it's next to the beach too, so you can check out the beach. It's 6:30 AM and we're out and about. I made it to the beach. This is the beach of Cartagena. There's some sort of wedding procession or something to do with Easter happening right now. And yeah, I don't think the beaches are much here, but kind of cool I made it to them. I am back at this supermarket for the best cheesy pastries ever. They're just so yummy and they're so cheap. On to the next, which is still in Cartagena, but it's going to be a private room because I need it very much so. I am very excited for a private room. Bye kitty! Oh my gosh. This is the saddest goodbye. Oh my gosh. Oh. You love my camera bag, don't you? God, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm not in sorry for this cat footage. I'm obsessed with cats and you'll have to deal with it.
Oh my effing god, it is so hot. I am just dying right now. I've got kilometers to go. I mean, I could take the hundreds of taxis that are passing me, one of them. But I like walking and I'm stubborn. So, walking it is.
My new hotel was located in the Getsemani district, which is kind of the trendy, artsy district.
Murals along the side. It's fucking hot, like, I'm gross.
This was undoubtedly my favorite area in Cartagena. It was so colorful and vibrant, which I didn't know could be more possible because everywhere was alive, but this really took the cake.
Look at how awesome it is. Just ran into my favorite Ecuadorian. This is Diana, and I don't remember their names. Beautiful. Love it. It's so cute. There's this little seat here. It is so cute here.
And every second street had such colorful flags.
Delightful. Ice cream melts way too quickly, especially when it's quality gelato. This is the best. It's like, the flavor is basil and then pistachio. Wow. Tremonti, you've done it again. Beautiful. What are we gonna find? Ooh, we can walk along the wall. How cool is this? I might just do it. Just walking along the city walls, and we've got ocean on the side. Oh, so the path became a bit uneven, and now I'm just like walking on a slant. Oops. I'm hoping it ends out over there. I'm trying to get to over there. So this is the place in Cartagena to see a good sunset. Over there, sets in the west. And it's the western side of the old city. And we're I'm standing on the walls, just walking around. It's pretty gorgeous. And this place is called Cafe Del Mar. And that's where everyone goes to watch sunset. Definitely can see it's the scene here. My gosh, it's busy. Lots of tables. I've got a food-free walking tour, food tour tonight, so I may come here later, but I won't have time probably. I'm really happy I found this little walk. It's on the western side of Cartagena. Oh, this river, and there's a lot to see.
This was my morning, early afternoon walk before I was able to check into my accommodation, so I covered a lot of ground.
Views from my hotel, going up to the pool. Hello. Oh, sorry camera. This is so nice. Just waiting to check in because it's in an hour or so, but I wanted to have a look at the view. Oh, divine. Hello heaven. Easter Saturday. Here is Hagrid and just walking to meet a pal and have dinner because I am starving. We're walking through Hetsemina. I keep getting that name wrong. But it looks lovely and busy. And
I met the Canadian boys at their hostel, which seemed quite deluxe.
Another day, another hostel. This is a nice one. I'm buying arepas, and you get really cool. Sauces. So chipotle, guacamole, ayo, which is the best with garlic sauce. Very excited. Have not had a proper meal today, so very hungry.
It tastes like the weekend.
Nah, we missed it. Got to do it one more time.
One more time. Yeah. I mean, I can't do this camera. All right, action. Fuck me dead. Tastes like the weekend.
We've taught our Canadians well. Our repas. And we found some San Blas crew.
Yeah.
It's cute if you thought the arepa was my main meal. Now it was time for dinner.
I don't want it. It's got like yellow sauce. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hello. Oh, I'm red.
Where? Come here.
I'm red.
Anything you want to say?
We're gonna have a very lovely night.
Oh, what's your drink?
I previously have drunk 2 mojitos and
There's a fucking napkin in there. she's a little tipsy. She doesn't got a drink. She's like,
no, I put it in there.
With mojitos costing $2, you can probably tell that this night ended up becoming fairly large.
These are $3 seltzers-ish. Less than $3 seltzers.
This is why we have a bag?
This is why we have a doggy bag.
Gosh, you're so smart.
Another relocation to another tienda which had way more space, and we met up with more of the San Blas crew. It ended up being a really nice crowd, and I was so happy to see everyone all together again.
Beautiful.
The next destination was the infamous Clock Bar, which was a club that had 4 different floors of music, and it was pretty cool.
Unexpectedly, this is my 3rd day in Cartagena and final. I'm going to go to Minka tomorrow.
I had intended on going to Minka today, but I wanted to actually see a live soccer match, or football, and the whole San Blas crew were going, so I decided to extend my stay and eat my way through the city even further. And that meant catching up with the Canadian boys again.
We got some pasta and some bread and cheese with that pasta for a solid $6 Australian, I think. 5? Not bad.
We then walked to another friend's hostel to get an Uber to the soccer match. Lots going on today.
We're on our way to the football. Vamos. Made it to the footy ball stadium, which has a very cool shape over there. Gonna buy some biletos and head on over. That's a very long line. Oh wait, that's not the stadium. That is.
Now, I can't call myself a soccer fan. I really don't know the sport that well and don't care much for it. But when in Cartagena, I did want to watch it in Medellin in the end, but I didn't have time. So I'm glad I did end up watching one football match in Cartagena. I should stop calling it soccer and just call it football, but I'm Australian and I think we call it soccer here. I don't even know. After the ticket and security check, I was in, and it was loud. It wasn't as packed as I thought it would be, but it was still a pretty cool environment, really loud, lots of passionate spectators, so what more could I ask for?
The sun is finally setting. My eyes are a bit red. And they scored a second goal, Cartagena, so they have definitely fully won. And everyone's very happy. I didn't watch the game at all. Yeah. But I watched that goal actually. Right there.
I took one final stroll to absorb all the atmosphere that Gethsemane offered. And then I was off to Minka the next morning. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my next adventure in Minka. There will be waterfalls, drone shots, and a lot of rain.